Hi, how you doing? I'm Bobby from BobbyBalloons.com. That's BobbyBalloons.com. Balloons with a Z. I'm going to show you how to inflate and tie a 260q for balloon animals, if you want to learn how to make balloon animals. If you haven't seen my materials video, go back to that one and look at it. It's the first video in the series. I offer all these things for sale on the web and right on my website. And what I strongly recommend is that you go and order a bag of balloons and a pump from me, and then you can come back and see my videos and we'll learn how to make all the different animals and sculptures that I make. It's really important that you use these type of balloons. It's the best balloon that you can buy. I spent many years making animals, and I've used all types of different brands and things that I found at the store. I've bought how to learn kits from the bookstore, and I've bought them from the dollar store, from the supermarket, from several different places. And what I found is that the quality of the material you're working with is so vital. I have people approach me on a daily basis when I'm out working, and they'll say, you know, I've tried to learn this, but I can't do it. And I don't know how. You must be really talented. And I'm going to tell you right now what the secret to this is. It's the materials that I'm using. If I use one of those substandard materials from the dollar store, or even from Barnes & Noble or Borders, a bookstore, the balloon is very, very cheap and thin, and it breaks. And even someone with decades of experience doing this, like myself, has trouble creating animals with these. So what's going to happen is you're going to break the balloons, and you're going to feel like you can't do it and get discouraged and stop. Where if you're using a higher quality medium like this, though you still have to practice and learn the different things that you need to know, you're going to have a much higher success rate, and you'll be able to practice and actually get some things happening rather than just breaking balloons and being frustrated. So come to my website. It's BobbyBalloons.com with a Z. I have a products page. There's a catalog there with all sorts of different balloons that you can learn with and that you can use on a regular basis. I have 250 count bags, 100 count bags. I've got them at really great pricing on them. I have them substantially cheaper than any retail place is going to have them because I don't have the overhead of having a store, and I'll ship them directly to you. In any case, here, let's pick a balloon and go ahead. We'll grab a green, I guess, right here, and we're going to go ahead and inflate this. Now, one of the things that you'll see people do is inflate the balloon with their mouth. We discourage this. There's a couple reasons why. I don't want to put the balloon in my mouth because it spreads germs. If I'm doing hundreds of balloons a day, there's a powder inside this balloon too. I really don't want to have that in my mouth and get my mouth all dried out from the chemicals that are in it. I don't want to encourage the children to put the balloon in their mouth. And they're very difficult to blow up by mouth. If I'm going to blow it up by mouth, what I will do is stretch, and get this balloon all stretched out. I often stand on the boardwalk and make a bet with people for $5 that they can't blow it up because it's extremely difficult. You can wind up being hospitalized or having an aneurysm or something like that. But if you do feel compelled to do this, I'll show you how it's done. It requires a lot of breath. What you do is get stretched out, and you're going to pinch it right here. Leave yourself just a small amount of area. You go ahead and get it in your mouth. And that's it. It can be done. Right now I'm very lightheaded from doing this, and but you can make money winning bets doing this. It requires practice. It requires building up the strength in your lungs to be able to do it. But like I said, if you're doing this on a serious level, you don't want to go hundreds and hundreds of balloons every day trying to do this. In any case, I'm just going to go ahead and tie this one off, and I'm going to show you the way that I recommend to do it. Let's go ahead and grab one more balloon here. Let's get one of these out. I think it's a black. I thought that one was green. Apparently it was purple. Let's go ahead and get this one out. And we'll see now. I'm going to go ahead and get it sat up on my palm. And I'm going to pinch it here on the tip, right around the edges. Not close it, but make sure you're holding it on there real tight, because when you start to blow it up, it'll shoot off. Now, this is a faster blaster too. It's a double action pump. It's a little bit more expensive than the other pumps. It's what I use. It's a professional tool. I invest money in this because I use it every day, and it's something that makes my life so much easier. I'll show you how quickly now I can inflate this balloon. Now, I didn't pre-stretch this. If I'm not blowing up by mouth, I don't stretch the balloon out because it makes areas of the balloon thinner and give you inconsistencies when you're blowing it up. And anyway, I get a nice tight grip on it. We're going to go ahead and leave a little tail on this balloon. We'll say about 4 or 5 inches, the standard size that I need for most animals. I don't know what I'll make with it later on, but just to give you an idea how to tie it up. So now I'm inflating my balloon, right? You see how it goes up and down, and the whole thing comes out because it inflates in both directions. And now what I'm going to do is burp this balloon. I'm going to take my fingers up here, give me about, an inch and a half, and I'm going to grab it and let air out. Now I've given myself a little bit of room here at the end on the neck so I can tie it. I'm going to take my thumb and my first finger on my right hand, pinch it here, and then my ring finger on my pinky, and pinch it there. So now I've got it held and I've got stretched out, I got area to work with. Now remember about the tape of my fingers you saw in the materials video. I'm going to grab this balloon, but I'm not going to grab it in here in my knuckles. I'm going to keep it out on the tips of my fingers like this. Then I'm going to pull it and I'm going to turn it. Alright, let me show you again. I'm going to get right here so you can see it. I'm going to pull it and I'm going to turn it. So now I've got it crossed over itself. Slip the neck in, let it go. Okay? And that's the whole tie. So we're pulling with these fingers, out, cross, in, and let go. I think it's important that you do this the same way every time that you tie a balloon. It's going to make it so that you develop a muscle memory with it, and you're always tying the balloon with the same method, and it'll make it real fast and quick for you. Keep them out in the tips, and don't get yourself cut up in there. And once you overcome this and you've done it enough times, it's very second nature. You tie it up real quick, bam, 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 it's done, and it makes you look like a professional. Believe me, I've met a lot of people in the balloon business, and one of the things that customers often say to me is, wow, I can't even tie the balloon. So this is something you want to work on. It's pretty fundamental to our trade here. In any case, stay tuned. I got plenty of different animals that we're going to learn how to make, and we'll see you soon.